Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading here for the week 5th to the 11th of June. Fully on into your winter. Things really should be taking shape for you now in your life. Let's just see what's going on with your overall energies. As I said, taking shape, certainly are. Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles, she's got like... she's got this capacity of... sort of connecting with everything. It's that pre-abundance. It's that notion of being on the crest of the wave before it really breaks, just being in front of the wave in a way. That's what's sort of happening for you at the moment. That overall energy there, that things seem to be in place. It may not necessarily be there, but you can almost pluck a few fruit off the tree, as it were. You're to that sort of testing sort of things. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side, on your materials, on your relationship side, on the karmic message. So the karmic message here, Five of Pentacles. I'm getting two things coming on through here. One that's a case of being very cautious about your relationships, almost guarded in a way. And that might be a case of, you know, people that are around you sort of like reveal their true inner self, and you might have just had this moment of sort of kind of like, really? Hang on a second. And I get doubt more than anything else, and sometimes Taurus, it's difficult for you to sort of like you know, let things slide, because you're very practical in the way you do things. And in the relationship side, it's you like people to be all in. And that's the sort of sensation I'm getting. So it's almost as if like this week here is almost as like a review week. As if you've just taken one step back to take 4 steps forward, to be really clear about your relationships. That's what it seems like to me here. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me here. Yeah, there's a start of a new cycle for you. This is how the universe is trying to influence your karmic message. And I think this is where the universe is almost sort of saying you're just about to head into a cycle in regards to your relationships. And this could be family, friends, or your partner. I'm getting more on the partner front than anything else. Going on into a new cycle, and the universe is encouraging this new cycle, and it's demanding a bit of a reflection from within you at the moment. That's what it feels like. It should be, it's, as I said, joyous June. That's what it's all about, joyous June. And I think this is where you have this capacity to really be happy. And I wouldn't, I wouldn't start thinking too much, basically, Taurus, because if you do think too much, it will, retract you from the relationships that are around you, which I'm not 100% that's a really good idea. I'm not 100% convinced by it. Yeah, well, this is of your guides here, of how they're sort of influencing this karmic message here. And you've got the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is a marriage. It's a new cycle. It's a new form of commitment you're getting into. And as I say, this could be with family, friends, or community. This is so funny here. There is a ant walking across your Astroflower. You probably won't be able to see him there. But he's picked up something that's massive. And it's like a Ten of Wands is walking across your tarot here. And I think the message there is basically sort of saying, don't try and carry everything. He's making it, he'll make it, and you will make it, Taurus. That's the thing. You will always make it, Taurus. But with this commitment that you're doing, I think you've got to be all in. And I think you appreciate that. And maybe that all in and that doubt is coming from you. 6 of pentacles you get from your guides that are egging you on, that are trying to encourage you forward. Excuse me, I'm sitting under hawthorn, and hawthorn it's all in bloom. It's lovely, but I think it's giving me a runny nose. But hey ho, I'll just connect with that and turn that off. Hang on a second. That's the healing part of life. Let's just turn that off. There we go. Okay, we'll see how that gets on. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles going forward. You've got the Hangman as well at the bottom here. The Six of Pentacles is all about, making sure you're okay. Investing in things that you actually appreciate and that you wish to invest in. And giving charity to those or these situations that you just, situation may be trying, but it's not your thing, and it's just helping out, and that's what the Six of Pentacles is all about, is learning that sort of like sharing and fair exchange. And don't forget, the fair exchange starts with you. There's no doubt about it. Okay, let's see what's the overall outcome here. We got the Devil. Now, the Devil is a Capricorn card. So it's an earth sign card as well. So you can appreciate this devil factor. This devil factor is, first things first, the devil never lies to you, which is, at least that's a good thing. But the devil is a light bearer, and the light bearer brings possibilities or light into your life that shows you different paths that you can take. It's almost like tempting you. That's what it's doing. And I think here is you've got to know your path and be all in, as we say, absolutely all in, being all in. I think this is the ultimate lesson for you here. It's a very, very, very long-term commitment I think you're making here in regards to your relationships, and it could be a change of attitude within you, or change a situation that is around you that makes you appreciate or approach rather situations or relationships in a different way. On your material side, you get the karmic message as a Tower. Now, I was toying with the energies of Taurus just before the reading, and I get this feeling that you're on this cusp. So it's like the 9 of Pentacles. It's almost as if like something needs to happen in order for you to clear the space. You've got a clear run at this, so you can really take off. It may be a case of changing your belief systems, really realizing how the world works in a different way. That's very possible. I don't think it's a Tower moment. It could well be that in order to start that business, you need to leave that job, and that's quite a commitment. And you could say it's a Tower moment, but it's actually a good thing. So this is what I'm getting off of this sort of side. It's something needs to give in order to get. If you want to get with it, if you want the everything out of this, you're going to have to, I think you're going to have to let go of something in order for it to work with you financially, or within your career path, or within your business or your job, or your even your projects, your personal projects. The universe here is giving you the 9 of Wands. This is going on a journey. This is going forward in your life. And the 9 of Wands is about healthy boundaries. So healthy boundaries are created from messages that come into our lives, so we understand the situation. And within the understanding of that situation, we can then put up markers, kind of sort of say, I've already done that, I don't need to go back and do that, or I don't need to repeat that, or I don't need to get triggered by that, I don't need to get involved in that. it saves you a lot of time in your life, you know. And that Nine of Wands, that person there is holding on to one wand, and they're almost kind of sort of saying, come on, let's get on. And there's obviously something that needs to be dealt with within your material world, in order for you to really sort of step into the position in life which you are working towards, basically. King of Cups. This is how your guides are influencing your karmic message here. And I think they're sort of saying, keep a cap on your emotions. You know, really keep a cap on your emotions. Be emotionally implied within life. Yeah, fine, fair enough. But don't get carried away either in one direction or another. In choppy times, in a storm, if you're out on a sailing boat, you know, sometimes you just need to hem in the sails, and that the sails would just give you that stable condition on the boat to go through the storm. If you have the full sails up, you may get your mast ripped off. You know, the sails may get completely ripped off. So I would be much more inclined to have those sails half up, so it's progressing with caution in a way. And I think that's what the Nine of Wands is trying to tell you. Progression with caution. And having control over your emotions, I think, is a good thing for you here. I think it's going to make you see things very clearly. It's going to realise that you're on the cusp of so much success in so many different angles, on your relationship side as much as on your financial side. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles. You know, the Seven of Pentacles here is nurturing. It's also starting of a new journey in a way, because it's like that plant that is coming through, and now you're starting that season where, yeah, actually, I've now got to nurture that plant in order to get the crops that I want, to get the fruit that I want, in order to do the jam that I want, etc. And it's as if like because you've got the Six of Pentacles on this side here, and the Seven of Pentacles on the other side here. You're only missing the Eight of Pentacles, and you'd have the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be quite mad. But it's the starting. It's the starting of something that you've been planning on, and you've still got to nurture it through. And these two, Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, being in this same position, and these are the guys that are egging you, you know, sort of like encouraging you on. They're encouraging you on, but not to be running fully on. And I think this is what happens here with the Ten of Cups. I think it's a case of, and as much with the Five of Pentacles here on this side, I think it's a case of being very aware of the situations that are around you. On your financial side and the general outcome, or your business and everything like that, there is a joyous, beautiful outcome. Joyous tune. I think the overall energy is going to play it to you. And really encourage you to sort of like be that joyous person within your workspace. I think it will really help you out. It will build you up enormously. And yeah, just make you feel in tune, actually, with everything that is going on around you. Let's just see what's going on. Let me hang on a second. I just need to move on up, as it were. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers cards. Let's see if they can get some clarification on all of this. Overall energies here. You got the King of Cups. This side here. I think this is realizing and sensing that, you know, it's as I say, taking that first apple off the tree. Getting that runny nose again. Hey, Hawthorne, come on. You know, taking that first apple off the tree, taking a bite into it, and realizing at what stage the apples are at. If they're totally perfectly ripe and everything like that, ready for picking. And I wouldn't make a judgment at that moment, you know, You don't have to kind of go, oh, it's sour, therefore I'm going to have a bad crop, or oh, it's really sweet, I've got to, harvest everything. Maybe there's 2 apples you need to bite in this whole scenario. But whatever it is, if you approach it like that on your financial side, or your business, your job, and your personal projects, you're going to get some really good results, and I think you're going to be very happy about how you progress. Let's see what's going on with that 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you get the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a patience card, about patience. And as I said, I thought I feel this sort of like stepping back scenario going on within your life at the moment. And the Empress card wants to jump out. She does definitely want to jump out. I'm going to give it to there. You've got the Universe here with the World card. New cycle. The Empress is, she has control over her emotions. So this is King of Cups. We've already got that out twice. It's very much a running theme, I think, through you this week. And the Empress card, because she has control over her emotions, she can actually, with that control of her emotions, she can start creating a lot of things in her life, in her emotional life, basically. She's a very learned person about emotions, about the process of emotions, and how they work and how they connect with other people, and etc. With the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, which is like you've stepped into a new cycle, I think. And I think the universe is reminding you that with that World card. And that 4 of Wands is where your past guides, or your guides, are involved in the coincidences that are around you. And if you do take control over your emotions, I think they're sort of saying, go for it. Obviously I don't live your life. I don't know exactly the situation you're going through. But just looking at these cards here, they're almost sort of saying, go for it. I think if you hold back, I think you're going to cause yourself heartache. The thing is that the right path for you? And I think that's where the Devil comes into play there. The overall outcome. You might well be tempted off your path, and I would be wary of that. With the 6 of Pentacles, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Very sure about her direction. I think this is it. I think this is where your guides here in front of you as well are sort of saying, no, this is a fair exchange. Make sure you're all right, of course, but obviously invest in situations or relationships which do completely correspond with you, that you want to invest in, and etc. I think it works really well for you. With the Devil card, you get the King of Swords. A clear vision going on for you. King of Swords, clear vision. The clear vision is it's out of judgment. So doing something, seeing what happens, that's the judgment. It's a little bit similar to, you can get that judgment comes with a little bit with the 9 of Wands there on that side there, but I think here is the Devil card here is almost like a temptation more than anything else. That's what it feels like. And I obviously I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to sort of try and help you interact with the energies that are around you and get the best out of life and live it fully. And your path may well be sort of kind of going, no, I want to pull out of this totally. And it might well be sort of kind of just that bit of doubt within you. It might be a case that you're being tempted by some other person to, to play away, as we say. I'm not sure it's a good idea. So, that's my sentiment about that. Take it, leave it as it resonates with you. On your material side, yeah, this is okay. So you've got the Tower card, and I think this is a case where the Tower is really sort of something in the past that needs to change. Yes, you're very happy, and I think maybe a case of here, where sometimes because you can work like a person possessed, Taurus, and maybe that's that may be a little bit too detrimental for you. Yeah, it may be a case here where you have to. It's more of a case here, you have to realise the fun of why you do things. Hawthorne, remember that one. That's my healthy boundaries. I think you've got to remember why you got to do it. I think maybe it's a case of getting a bit much, getting back into, and could well be, okay, so it could well be here that you're working too much and not paying attention to your relationships. That could well be it. If we took it all as an ensemble, that could well be it. Let's see what goes on with the Nine of Wands. You get the world cycle here, which is over here. You have everything in your capacities. You have everything that is within you that can do all of this sort of thing. And just realising those healthy boundaries of the work, play ethic. Let's just have a look at your sacrum. Yeah, no, we can. There is an imbalance going on here. There is an imbalance within your sacrum, and it's fundamental desires that are going on. And yeah, there's not enough play. Don't forget, life should be fun. So, please do enjoy and all of that. I think that's really important. I think that's a lesson for you this week. Don't forget, joyous June, man. Profit from it. It's going to be great. Let yourself go. Stop trying to whip yourself to get there. I think you've got to realise that. And I think it's affecting your relationships that are around you. On your King of Cups, this is where we're sort of saying, keep control of your emotions. There's some confrontations or arguments or disputes that are not worth winning, that are not worth getting involved in, basically. And this is where it's sort of saying, have control over your emotions, keep your ideas on the longer term plan. On the Seven of Pentacles, this is nourishing your future. You get the Queen of Cups. Now, you've got the Queen of Cups, you've got the King of Cups twice here. You've got the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords over there. A very good unison energies, really, that's playing in the background for you. So as you're nurturing going forward, you've got to trust the energy that you've put into your projects. That sometimes it's like everybody's, when you're driving a car or, let's say if you're skiing or something like that, you're going down a slope, you're picking up a bit of speed. You don't have to encourage that speed anymore. You can relax, enjoy the environment, because you've got a turn coming up and stuff like that. Just need to calm that wind a little bit. Thank you very much. And I think here is trusting in your endeavours. Is that the word? No, it's not. It's more sort of trusting in your etiquette, in your way in which you do things. Trusting in your work, basically. Allow things to start happening a bit for you and being joyous about it. With the Three of Cups, you get the Knight of Cups. So now we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. The Knight of Cups is really opening that pathway, contracts, communications. And you've got the Three of Cups underneath it. So if you really do connect back to those fundamental reasons why you're doing your projects in your life or your job or your business or those sort of things, if you realise that, all of a sudden it's going to open a lot of opportunities for you. There's going to be a lot of things coming in, and it's And I think it's because you've put your pretty penny's worth in, basically, Taurus. You've just got to trust yourself and allow it to happen. Sometimes you just got to, allow it to happen. Allow it to happen. The abundance in every aspect of your life is there. You just need to allow it to happen. So, I've got a beautiful day here where I am. It is absolutely gorgeous. Really is absolutely gorgeous. And I don't really have to do anything to this world to make it more gorgeous. It's fantastic. The only thing I have to do is choose where to sit. And that's my input into the situation. And the world does the rest. And I think this, as I say, it's Joyous June. And I think this is a really good position for you to take this week. It will flow very quickly into next week. It will catapult you into something different. But maybe it's a case of learning that this week with that Five of Pentacles and that Tower. There you go, Taurus. Thank you very much for being with us. Don't forget, you have your June readings coming, that they came out this week, if you haven't seen them, for Joyous June. A brilliant reading. I will be doing that live reading on Sunday, the 11th of June. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. The 11th of June, over at Veritas Tarot with Victoria. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And yes, I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.